is applying your base coat. I have been using recently the Ollie Nail Defense. I'm using a lot of Ollie products here. I don't only use Ollie. This is just what I'm using at the moment. So I'm using Ollie Nail Defense, which is a strengthening and repairing base coat. You can use this by itself. It gives a nice shine to the nail. And it also strengthens. So, you know, always good. If you're in a rush, just use this. Similar to like the OPI Nail Envy. This is the one for sensitive and peeling nails. Pretty much similar thing, but I feel like this is better at preventing staining. I don't know if that's true. I just feel like it is. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's not, maybe it is. Right, so I'm going to apply this. Oh god, I can never open this. Apply this to all of my nails. I mean, if you make this messy, it's not the end of the world, but try not to. I start at the nail furthest away because you want to do because if I started this way, actually it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm applying this to every nail, trying not to get it on the cuticles. But you know, if it happens, it happens. This is a clear polish, no one's going to notice. Don't want to apply too much of it, just a thin coat. Right, next step is to apply your nail polish. I'm doing some nail art today, so it's going to be a little different. This is OPI Kiss Me on My Two Lips. Like two lips, yeah. Anyway. Opening. Right, now again we're going to take our time, make it as neat as possible. You want to remove most of the polish from one side of the brush. And here we go. I start and I push it back to the cuticle, making sure not to actually go to the cuticle. Then you want to sweep it round. Take your time. I know everyone says you've got to do it in 3 swoops, but you don't. You can do it in as many as you want. And then always seal the free edge. Okay, here we go. Make sure you don't have too much polish on your brush again. Adjust the amount for the size of the nail. See if I can zoom in a bit here. Hopefully this hasn't gone blurry. Getting it as close to the cuticle as possible without actually touching it. And sweeping it round so you have a rounded edge. Grab a little bit more polish if you need to. Remember, the first coat, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it's a little bit streaky, that's fine. Some polishes are. And of course I have a hair in my nail polish. Right, so I have put a coat onto the other hand. It's always really difficult to do your dominant hand with your non-dominant hand. You know, so if you're right-handed, it's hard to do your right hand with your left. No, yeah, like that. I'm confusing myself. But practice. I mean, I don't know if you can see this one. I kind of flooded the cuticle a little bit, but yeah, not too bad. And anyway, who's going to be looking at them really this close? Well, other than you, because I'm showing you right now. But arm's length, they look fine. I did actually end up only doing one coat because I remembered what I was doing. And I'm going to put this over the top. And this is OPI Fly. You probably can't read that. OPI Fly. It's a bluey green turquoise jade. No, I don't know. It's a colour. It's this colour. Probably not true to colour on the video, but I'll put photos at the end that hopefully are true to colour, and photos on my blog as well. Or you can look up online. I'm sure that there are pictures on the OPI website. Is it OPI? It is OPI, not OP. I've heard people call it OP. I'm rambling again. Right. So, you've made sure that your first coat of the pink is dry. You want to be able to touch dry. It doesn't have to be 100% dry, but you want to be able to swipe your finger over and it's not going to smudge. You know, if I gouged it with my finger, it would dent, but I'm lightly pressing on it and it's not rubbing off. See if I can zoom in again. This is difficult. Okay, you've got my tripod leg in there, but I can't tell if it's blurry or not. We'll do a couple like this and then I'll zoom out and do the rest. Again, you don't want too much on your brush. Now, here we go. Let's see how I do with this. Right, see if you can see that there. Basically what I've done is I have basically painted my nail as if it was smaller and left the pink around the outside. Yeah, it's not very obvious. Well, it doesn't look very obvious, but I'm going to keep doing that. Because that very definitely is blurry. I'll try again. Oops. You can make the border as thick or as thin as you like. This is all personal preference. You could do a accent nail, like rotate, swap the colours around, do the bluey green first and then do the pink on top. I did the green on top because I wanted it to be more subtle, I guess. Not more subtle, just less, I don't know, not as bright. Right, so I'm going to continue and do that to the rest of my nails. Take your time. Gives the rest of your nails more time to dry. No rush. If you rush it, you'll end up smudging it. It doesn't have to be perfect. These are fingernails. They're tiny little things. It's hard to get things perfect. You might not get it perfect this time, but perhaps the next time you try, it will be better. And then the next, and the next, and the next. As you see, I've kind of made this border a little bit skinnier on that side. But what can you do? In fact, this whole nail's a bit wanted. But that's fine. I'm not bothered. It's just a thinner border. And then do the thumb. Steady your hand, otherwise you'll shake like I am. Again, it's up to you how much border you leave. I'm going to go away and I'm going to do the other hand and let it dry. Right, so I've applied 2 coats of the green on both nails. You could take it further and use the pink again and make it a complete border by doing like a mini French tip on the free edge. You could use the regular brush or you could use a nail art brush like these to make it a really fine line. I'm not going to because I like the way it looks now, and I'm not doing this for anything in particular, I'm just doing it for fun. You could also use some rhinestones on an accent nail if you wanted to. That's purely up to you, but this is what I'm going to do, and I'm also going to now apply this Poly Shield Oily top coat. You have to make sure that your nails are pretty much 90% dry, to the point that the pink was before we added the green. You want to be able to touch it and it's not smudging. It would still gouge if I gouged it, but So there we go. I'm going to apply this to all of my nails, not too thickly. This is a great top coat. It makes the nails nice and shiny, and for me it makes my manicures last about 1.5 weeks depending. You could top up your top coat, that sounds funny, every couple of days if you feel you need to, or if you have trouble with your nail polish chipping. It's better to top up every 2 days than have to fix your nails once they chip. So yeah, I'm just applying the top coat to every nail. You want to make sure, ooh, I got an old bit of nail polish there. You want to seal the edge